In today's video, we're looking at Microsoft Access and we'll be doing a query. And in this query, we'll be having a calculation in our query today. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to click on the table that we want to do the query on. So this is a table that I'll be doing the query on, right? So in the previous video, I made this table and I also showed you how you could calculate, do a calculation in the field. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run a query, right, to show the margin in the query, right? So this margin was calculated in the table. I'm going to show you how to do the query and the calculation in the query. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go up to create. So we click the table that we want to do the query on. Then we come up to the ribbon here and click create. Then we're going to go to query, design. Yes. Then I'm going to add the table that I want to do the query on. So I'm going to do the bind table, add. I'm going to add the customer table, add. All right, here I have the relationships. I made a video to show you how you can do the relationships in Microsoft Access. I'm going to widen this so that we can see all the field names. All right, so for today's video, I'm gonna move this around on the other side. Yes, gonna carry this down. All right, so I'm gonna include the company name, the last name, the first name, and the title. All right, now I'm not gonna use the address on the city from that table. And then from the bind table, I'm going to include the name of the product, the category, the wholesale price, and the selling price. All right, and also the date sold. All right, so you want to see the wholesale price that is less than $70. So we go less than 70, and I want to, in here, I'm going to make the calculation that I told you about. So the name of the field would be margin. I'm gonna write underscore calculation, underscore calculation. Then you need to put a colon. So this is the name of the field name, right? And anything after the field name now would be the formula or the calculation. All right, so what I'm gonna do, you will have to write the name of the field. So if we're doing it in here, we'd have to put the square bracket, and it is to calculate it is a selling price. So the selling price, gonna write it back exactly how it is. Selling price close square bracket, div minus square bracket, capital double for wholesale underscore price close square bracket, and we need to put a bracket so that that calculation is done first. Gonna come back to the front here. In front of selling price, gonna put a open bracket between the semicolon and the square bracket. I'm gonna have divided by the selling price. Capital S for selling underscore price. I need to put a bracket around it if I'm doing it in this section. Bracket around the field name, open square bracket. Good. Now, I'm going to run it now. So we're going to come up here. I'm going to press this icon that says run. So we click on it. And here is our calculation in our query. Now what we have to do now, I have to come back here and format this field with the margin. Let me check that it is correct. Yes, open that, divide by selling price. Yes, so what I'm going to come down is format. I'm going to drop down this to percentage. We're going to change this to 2 decimal places. Then now we can run it. And there the margin is showing. And also the other criteria. So this is how you would run a query, having made a table before. And in today's video, I showed you how to do a calculation when you're doing a query. So if we go to the previous table where we did the calculation before, you can see that it is the same information. So let us go and look at it. So let's go and pick up that table. Right, so here it is 9.0%, 20%, 50%, 50%, right? So if we come back to here, you can see that it was correct, right? So I showed you how to format the field to percentage and 2 decimal places. So this brings us to the end of today's video.
Thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment, and share.